What's up, my city? It is Big Mike. It is time for Big Mike's Open Mic. Excited to have our guest today. TV's done it. Voiceover's done it. Music CD, she's done it. SNL, she's done it. This weekend, Comedy Works downtown. We have Melissa Villaseñor. How are you?
I'm good. How are you, Big Mike?
I'm doing great. Welcome to Denver.
Thank you so much. It's good to be back.
How's your day been?
You know, it's good. I've already had one coffee, and that's
always a good start.
That's it for now.
That's always a good start right there. Well, welcome to the Mile High City. You're kicking off.
Which I just learned that. I feel silly learning. I didn't realize it's called Mile High City.
Really?
I didn't know.
That's crazy.
I'm a real late bloomer.
Well, and I guess we live here, so it might seem like common knowledge now or whatever.
Yeah.
So the Denver Nuggets, they have on their court 5280. That's the mile. So I will say a lot of people are like, what does 5280 mean?
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, that's a mile. That's the feet in elevation. So if anybody says 5280 this week, like, oh, I know. That's a mile high.
Okay, cool. Thank you. Well, good to be in Mile High.
If we're not educating people during Big Mike's Open Mic, I feel like I failed everybody. You're about to kick off, a summer of shows, and you're doing it here in Colorado, back at Comedy Works. Have you performed at Comedy Works before?
Never the downtown, only the... Is it South?
Comedy Works South at Landmark, yeah.
I've done that one twice, and that was always fun. But I always heard from other comics, they're like, do the downtown, Melissa. I'm like, all right, I'll try. So
that's
now,
awesome.
Yeah.
That's the cool thing is comedians, when they're coming through, pretty much universally, everyone talks about how amazing that club is, the group is. So I'm excited for you to see that for the first time.
I hope it's good.
I suspect it will.
Yeah, okay.
I suspect it will. Man, so much can be talked about with you. I mean, so much, like I said, I mean, you go through your resume, so much is there. I'll start, just because it is historic, when you think about 50 years of SNL, it's hard to be the first, but to be the first Latina, main staff member there, several years removed from that, does that, and I'm sure like every time it's an interview, it's brought up, so it's probably, but like, does it still like, you're like, damn, that was me. Like, I'm the first out of 50 years.
I mean, it's so special. I wear that with pride, and it's very, very cool.
And I have, so this is a country station. I have a rule. You obviously do so many amazing impersonations. I'm sure everybody has their favorites, including people interviewing. Do you get a lot of the whole, give me something on demand? Hey, can you do this? Hey, can you do that?
Yeah, sure. I do. Sometimes it happens,
I have a rule of thumb when it comes to people who are really good. I try not to do that because I imagine it's done all the time. And I also know if they want to do it, they'll do it. However, we are a country station.
Yes.
And you do
Are you
this.
thinking little Dolly?
Positive affirmations from Dolly. I would be upset with myself if I didn't ask if maybe you could spread a little positivity for us today.
I think that's such a good, it's an old bit, but it still makes me smile and people smile. I do positive self-talk, and my voice unfortunately sounds sarcastic, so I don't use my voice to say positive words because it'd sound like this. It would sound like, I'm smart, I'm funny. I don't believe it, but I do thankfully have a Dolly Parton impression.
Dolly Parton.
And if you can learn it, work on it so she can do your positive self-talk. So now I start the day with,
I am so smart. I'm lovable. I am capable. I come up with creative ideas all of the time. I wrote Jolene. Jolene, 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 Jolene. I'm begging of you, please don't take my man.
That's Big Mike's Open Mic, everybody. You guys
That's
have a good day.
That's
my goodness, that is so awesome right there. Like, for me, it's not the issue with the voices that I'm just so pessimistic. I'm like, yeah, you're a good guy. You're doing good today.
Yeah, I know, me too.
That's where I'm like, but I think if even on a bad day, Dolly Parton sounds happy.
Well, you know how I really got into her and her impression was because during the quarantine, I was by myself and I found her audiobook Dream More. And I remember just being in the bathtub listening to Dolly, and it felt so comforting to hear her. And she was just like,
I put on my boots and I get out there and I make the good, bring out the good in people.
And I loved her. I love her spirit, and it really helped me big time through survive that alone. So she was a little angel, you know.
She is an angel. I mean, God, it's like if I just close my eyes and turn, I'm like, I'm Amazing interview, but I've never interviewed Dolly, so I'm gonna take this as I interviewed Dolly. Just so you know, you were double right there. So, I've interviewed a lot of people. I don't know if I've ever interviewed. No, maybe I haven't. I just didn't know that somebody that's done a TED Talk.
Oh yeah.
What is the process of being invited to a TED Talk? Is it or like how does that get set up?
I don't remember how that happened, but yeah, they reached out, I think, and they're like, I guess they asked, did you want to do a TED Talk? And
Yeah.
I think I was going back and forth, like, why? I have nothing to offer. What are you doing? Why would they want me?
Yeah.
But I think it worked out really nice, which the whole point was me finding my own voice as Melissa among the many voices I do in my life. And it came out really sweet.
No,
I
it's
think
great, and that's what I didn't, and like I said, maybe so many people have done it, but like you're the first person to know I've done it, and I was like, how does that even? Who is there a phone call? Hey, TED Talk, want to do one, or is it like I'd really like to do a TED Talk?
It's nice though that people kind of relate to, even if they don't do voices. It's still everyone finding your own voice in the world is like a little theme for that. So yeah, that was cool.
Well, every time we have a comedian in, I ask them to give me a question, but I always start with, I have a bunch of questions written by comedians, so I would love for you to
I'm
pick
nervous
in my
that
hat
other
here.
comedians wrote this. Are they going to be naughty and
I don't
dirty?
know. And the thing is, I'm going to ask you to give me one. It doesn't have to be, it can be naughty, it can be funny, it could be normal, it could be the best question, it could be the worst question. There's no rules.
Okay.
But
all right,
go ahead and pick one, and it will be their question and who asked it.
Oh, I love her because I just did one of her shows in L.A. Jessie Jetski Johnson asked, oh, man, I wish I could do her voice because she has such a unique voice, too. I can't do it. What's your food situation like on the road? Do you find yourself just exploring local restaurants, or do you try to pre-prepare meals while traveling? This is a great question for me. I always try to find, because of like doing 5 shows, I want to be in good shape.
Yeah.
I sometimes after the 5th show, I will give myself a treat like a ice cream or a brown or something, so I know I'm gonna have pasta or pizza. But I do try to find, healthy spots around. So if you have any recommendations, I protein, greens, and everything. But I do love a good breakfast. I love oatmeal and pancakes.
Well, her pick was Sam's number 3 right by downtown. Now, they have some big hearty portions, but they have amazing green chili, which if you haven't done green chili in Colorado, that's a thing. So Sam's number 3, and they have great breakfast. So that's her pick and my pick.
Oh, cool.
So,
Sam's, okay, so and then. But yeah, the pre-prepared meals, it's so funny because I pack little oatmeal packets and I have my bamboo utensils to reuse.
Yeah.
If I get stuck somewhere hungry, I just have to find hot water, and there you go.
There you go.
But yeah, that's a good question. Thank you, Jetski. Thanks.
Well, so now I'm going to ask you, if you had a question that I can add to my list, what would be a question you would ask some future comedians that I'd have on the show?
Oh, I get it now, what you're doing. So you're going to add in there? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. When you go stay at a hotel, what is something that you need to make sure you have? For me, I think it's pillows, and I feel bad for telling the condo I needed a little more firmer pillows. But it really affects, getting older, you're like, man, you need the right kind of pillow. And I feel I might still have to travel with my pillow now.
You can't have that flimsy, soft pillow.
It's tough. It's so tricky. But yeah, I want to know other comedians. What is something on the road that you're like, gotta have that in my hotel room?
Like
or maybe bring with you.
A hotel rider. What's on the hotel rider? What's a must for the hotel? Okay, cool.
Yeah.
All right, well, we're going to add that to the list.
I always bring my Vicks Vapor Rub because I put a little on at night.
I hope 1 year from now or next time you're here, if I'm doing this, you don't pick your question, but it's going to be added to the list next week. So somebody is going to randomly pull your question, and we're going to find out what their hotel situation is.
I love it.
Comedy Works downtown this weekend. Get your tickets at comedyworks.com. Melissa, thank you so much for joining us.
Nice meeting you, Big Mike. Thank you so much.